It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And we are underway in Buffalo. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. First carry for DeAndre Swift. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Eagles.
63, 63, 63, 73, 73.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
73, 73.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings us 2nd and 2.
Here's Hurts to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Grant Calcaterra, 52 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They run again on 1st down. Cook will get this up to about the 44. This is 2nd and 8. Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Allen. Himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it, changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
That is caught. Powers through. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Allen now looks to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen, this will be caught at about the 5. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards, and they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's 2nd and inches at the Eagles' 4-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. James Cook taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bills are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2. Complete at the 1. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. When they got down 7-0, they said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts on the move to his left. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this out wide to Scott. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Complete to Zacchaeus. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. In motion right is Brown.
Hey, let's go.
On 2nd down, Swift. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. 3rd and 9 here. This will be caught by Brown. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. And that was Dorian Williams who found his way through and planted him for a loss on the play. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Hurts steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And Oliver drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. The kick by Elliott is good, and they stake claim to the lead here. It's 10-8. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, he might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
Now will throw here to his running back, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Here's Allen to throw it. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. Allen now on first down. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Still going inside the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, there's a reason they call him a ball-hawking safety. It looked like he read that, Charles, and he wasn't stopping there. After he got it, he took it all the way to the house to widen their lead.
And what's interesting to me, Brandon, is that our spotter, Bruce Murray, right before that snap, pointed to his number on my play sheet. Got to see him a little bit as a ball hawk and a return man that time, didn't we? That's just the type of play they expect from him, and he delivers in a big way. Nice call, Bruce.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-8. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing on first down is Allen. Through the middle of the field. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, Allen eluding the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Allen to throw once more. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking here for Smith downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Bills 8.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they're going to speed things up here. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Flushed out right. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by James Bradbury.
I certainly think there was